comes to the next millennium, and like I said, man, it's a structured situation for a restructure of a nigga institution. It's like I said, man, just because like I said you know all of the things that's taking place doesn't mean that news should stop going, man. It should keep going, man. Nice and smooth and mellow, and to the new millennium as we deal with, you know, the new normal, which is the pandemic, remote learning, social distancing, and mask wearing. Now, I hear that you, Biden, you got a new, what you call it? Cause I wanted Bernie Sanders to be my human and health service representative for everyone. As he wants to give, you know, health care for all. Now you have, you know, what was his name? Bizaz versus what's his name? Azir or something like that. The Trump guy. Now either way, like I said, you could have branches of government, and we can expand branches of government. But like I said before, the show must go on, man. Which is, what do you actually plan on doing as the so-called elect? If Trump wants to be the president, you want to be the president, then I said to myself, well, it had to have you feeling some type of way when you've been in the Senate seat for so long, and Obama had, you know, got that presidency from him. And like I said, you was banking on something even then, subliminally deep down in your heart, sliding, biting. But I'd rather not go into detail just yet. You gotta savor the moment. Because that's what it's all about, the moment. You went from a vice president to a president. So that shows me exactly what your intentions was. Sliding, biting, and you still doing the same thing. So continue on, man. Anybody heard anything from what's her name? Camellia. Where you at, Camellia? What happened? Oh, you doing work behind the scenes, oh. So am I. You know. But then again, I gotta tell you this stuff. Yeah, let's find out what we got today. Other than the normal, man. Like I said, it's the new normal. Let's see where it takes us. Now Rudy Giuliani in the hospital, man, after testing positive for COVID-19. Like I said, got it. Listen, man, social distance, wear masks. And those that don't, say they don't got nothing. Okay. Trump ratchets up pace of executions before Biden's inaugural. Listen, man, anything in the tabloids that had the people in some type of, what you call it, fear. Well, that's it, man. It's obligatory through the states that you would like to keep in position. It's mandatory through whatever you decide. I mean, through your previous legislation to the legislation leading up to now. And like I said, I'm starting my own legislation, which is a niggercratic state. And like I said, not a niggercratic state. A niggercratic tribe under one nation. Just, like I said, if it's in a dictionary, I might as well use it to the best abilities that it portrays. Because if society allows a dictionary to dictate what national and all of this stuff, then the nation of that should be able to explain it on its own terms. Diabolically, situationally, it's understandable by your laws. It's not anything indestructible about it. It's just accepting it all and making minor tweaks and changes, which is, like I said, your legislation been doing it. In no regards to, like I said, this new up and coming Democratic campaign. Man. It's a beautiful situation, and I'm realizing that I gotta slow it down a little bit because Trump and Biden has actually teamed up now. Subliminal shots. Oh, hundreds ill one day due to unidentified illness in Indiana. Like I said, the COVID mutated in something else. And if it did, is the screening for this something else good enough to detect this something else? It's like I said, at one point, it was just supposed to be minor symptoms. Now it's so many that you can't even count on all fingers. More of this Trump impersonating. Nah, like I said, man, you want to subliminally send shots through the airwaves and contradict my presidency as much as you possibly can, Trump or Biden. Like I said, I didn't even expect a double team, but I did expect the win. And like I said, through the grace of the one, anything is possible. And like I said, I'm willing to accept the possibilities. But will America accept? Like I said, it's a lot that comes with it. The world's youngest, the world's like I said, I think I gave away the Nobel Peace Prize by accident. And like I said, some might seem as if a loss. I seem as if I might want to put myself above that at this point and accept the fact of giving before the holidays. But even then, when I gave it away, some are still feeling like, nah, we gotta do something to stir that and mix it. Because for him to give away a Nobel Peace Prize, what does that say? That sets a whole nother mark in history. Georgia declares Biden winner for the third time. You can declare him as many times as you want, Georgia. I understand your anger and your frustration. But look, it's been a lot of things going on and taking place down there. You got to social distance, take your mask. And like I said, man, let's see if we can fight this deadly disease, man. As one nation, you know what I mean? Like I said, you know, it's one world, and we all in it together. So like I said, they didn't have enough votes that night. I contradicted the votes and said they wouldn't have enough votes. And that's what happened. And I declared the presidency before anyone could, speculate or collaborate on it. Because I've been campaigning for so long. Time's running out, government. It says USA Today. I don't believe time is running out. I think someone's in a pace, in a rush to try to destroy, like I said, what's been created systematically under the pressures of COVID and the lockdowns and everything that came with it. Somehow, some way, I influenced myself to become the president. Anosiacs, Jim Vanderheel, on the future of media and of the news outlets. Listen, I'm not trying to take your media jobs away from you. Continue doing your media. It's just more or less, like I said, I would like to create my own media underneath your media. which consists of, I'm not discriminating against your media. It's just I feel as though it's time for more, how you say it, adulterated atmosphere. Because I don't want you to hide any of that. I want you to expand more, because it's part of the inevitable. And like I said, you need something to tune into. Hold on, I don't want no copyright. I don't want no copyright. Hold up. They trying to get me one of them classic. No, not the classic joints. Bob Dylan sells his entire catalog of songs to the universe. Listen, man. After giving away what I think I gave away, it's a whole nother bar set on giveaways, man. If a human being can give his Nobel Peace Prize to the world, Yahoo Finance 2020 company of the year, Zoom. And like I said, I would love to do more, but like I said, the stagnant behind my reinformed dialogue seemingly has got some people in a tight bunch about it. Former Alabama Senator dies of COVID at age 78. R.I.P. to him, man. Salute to a job served, man. Like I said, man, with the way this thing is going, change is rapid. And adjusting to the climate is vital. And you gotta look at my previous editions of renditions here on the YouTube world. Former Alabama, like I said, man, I didn't want to repeat it, but like I said, man, it is what it is. You was the first one saying we're not going to lock everything. Like I said, man, Florida did the same thing. You got to look back to get forward. That's how I end up becoming the president of the United States. The undercard. Jocelyn Benson. Armed protesters. Target Michigan officials' homes. Listen. Let the politicians do whatever it is that they need to do. It's their jobs. And like I said, as your president, I inform you there's no desperation for that to be taken away from you. But I do know that my opponentable candidates would like to force either way on you, which is they tell you if you don't do this, you can be fired. Either one of them, Biden or Trump. I'm trying to tell you that you can't be fired in the middle of a pandemic. You can collect the unemployment fees that I've established, which is an extra amount. If, they want to swindle either you're a Democrat or you're a Republican. As me being the president, you'll be treated as a human being. Nothing more, nothing less. Man or woman, or whatever you decide you're going to be. 100 ill, 1 dead. Yeah, that's in Indiana. Despite drift towards authoritarianism, authoritarianism Authoritarianism. Trump voters stay loyal. Why? Like I said, people don't know which way to go after all of the subliminal threats. Holy Gifts is my sponsor today. Salute to the Appretic approach. Ah, man. That's just the way it's looking. Did we got it stuck? Internet is it stuck again? You see something? It might be just might be stuck here. I got Joey Chameleon monitoring the format, trying to absorb some of this presidential juice, drip sauce. Oh man, Tom Brady and Gazelle, a bunching, Boston area mansion, burglarized. Like I said, man, the thirst of them not coming to an agreement on a stimulus, a couple other things has been delayed and laid off to the side out of desperation. Because both parties want an opportunity at something that can be beneficial to them, that they want to use, take advantage in a political platform. I don't mind it. I'm just, like I said, in it for the long run. Waltz announces Minnesota will shorten COVID-19 quarantine to align with CDC's. Like I said, man, the cases had to be rapid. Secretary of the State recertifies Georgia election results. Listen, if it was such a, like I said, man, you want to split up all my votes, man. It's understandable. The people have voted other than Biden or Trump. But, like I said, you got to determine the winner in the face of what you wanted it to be. And like I said, whatever one it was supposed to be that you wanted it to be, it's totally up to you. I give you an opportunity as president. There's no discrimination underneath the Democratic nation. There's only opportunity. Target microwaves, possible cause of U.S. embassy illness. Nah, like I said, it's part of COVID. Don't blame it on your microwaves. The microwaves been around before COVID, man. Anything that's been around before COVID is still usable. UW's carpenters to speak on state carbon capture perspective. Oh, you want to go into perspective? Like I said, you don't want my perspective even on the ballot. Because you don't want to accept the terms of Democratic state. Which is, not a Democratic state, a Democratic president. Which is to reformat the legislations to a point where equal opportunity in all branches of government. Commissioner pass mark policy. Mass policy, news, jobs, and more. Like I said, you like to claim something, and like I said, claim it. It's already, like I said, a mandate pretty much. You want to stay safe, stay at home, social distance, wear a mask, and most of all, get checked. And with that being said, as your newfound president, I instruct you not to worry. Because the more you worry, the more COVID attacks. And with that being said, Peace. I gotta go.